ఆ చదువులమ్మ నేరుగా ప్రతి ఇంటి గడప చేరగా మీ భవితకే భరోసా దూరదర్శన్ వేదికగా తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వ సహకారాలే ఉండగా హాయిగా మన చదువులు షురు అదే డిజిటల్ గురు అదే డిజిటల్ గురు.
Hello children, welcome to digital class. I hope you have understood the lesson The Treasure Within well. Children, today we are going to discuss another section of the lesson The Treasure Within. Let me take you through the objectives of the session. You will be able to understand collocations and use them in oral and written discourses. Children, I hope you understand what does oral and written discourse mean. Children, in your face sheets before the lesson starts, you have an oral discourse, yes, and you have even written discourses, yes. Now let's see the next point. Use the verb and noun form of the words in your day-to-day lives. Children, at the end of the session, you will be able to understand that there are words which can be both noun and verb, and you will be able to use them in your day-to-day conversations. You will be able to express past habits using used to and would. Let's start the session. Children, have a look at the picture carefully. What do you see? You see a tea bag and you see a cup of tea to your right. What do you think is the right combination? Children, I think your parents' day starts with a cup of tea. So, I think you are very clear and you have a very good idea that you need a tea bag with a combination of a sugar or a salt. What do you think? Sugar, right? So, you add sugar to a tea bag to make a cup of tea with the milk. Look at the next picture, children. Yes, he is confused with the words fast food or quick food. What do you say? What do you think is right? Is it fast food or quick food? Though the words fast and quick give a similar meaning, they are used differently. Look at another combination. Is it fast meal or quick meal? What do you think? Right, I hope you got the right answer. It's fast food. Children, fast food is nothing but noodles, Manchuria and all. And fast meal or quick meal, it's quick meal. So, these words are confusing, but the thing is you need to learn. Let me explain you what are these words or what are these combinations called. These words are called collocations. So, what is a collocation, children? A collocation is two or more words that often go together. These combinations just sound right to native English speakers who use them all the time. On the other hand, other combinations may be unnatural and just sound wrong. Children, you have seen in the previous picture, fast food, quick meal, these are collocations. They go together. I hope you have understood the definition well. Children, how do you think you learn collocations? You need to read books. And why do you think they are useful? Children, I think most of you are aware of TOEFL. So, whenever you need to appear for any competitive exams, you find these words, collocations. Let me show you few common collocations, children. Do homework, do exercise, do a job. Children, you look at this, do homework. You might have heard this combination many a times. Your teacher might have told you, do your homework, and your math teacher might have told you, do this exercise. Let me show you another common collocation. Keep. You keep a promise. Please keep calm. Please keep this in mind. Children, these common collocations we use every day, but we do not concentrate much. Children, look at these words, do exercise, keep calm. This is a structure of a verb and a noun. Let me show you some more collocations which are formed with different parts of speech. And the first one is adverb and adjective. Children, I think you are aware what is an adverb and what is an adjective. Let me show you an example. Have a look at the example, children. Completely satisfied. Okay? So, the word completely is an adverb and the word satisfied is an adjective. So, this combination of completely satisfied is a type of collocation. Let me give you another example. Fully aware. I am completely aware, I am fully aware of this thing. Okay? So, I think you have understood this type of collocation. Let me show you another pattern. A combination of adjective and a noun. Regular exercise. I think you might have heard this combination at the doctor. The doctor might have advised you to do regular exercise. The next combination is heavy traffic. Children, the people who live in metropolitan cities, they generally face the problem of traffic. Let me show you another type of collocation. Noun and a noun. Departure time. Children, when you go to a railway station, you might have heard this combination. What is the departure time? What is the arrival time of Shatabdi Express? Haven't you heard? The next example, office job. Let me give you another type of collocation. Noun plus verb. Children, yes, dogs bark. Children, it looks very simple to you. Yeah. And another combination is lion roars. Children, there is another type of combination, that is verb and noun. Make a choice. Now, it is up to you to make a choice, which job would you like to opt for. Give a presentation. You can see a lady giving a presentation. The next type of collocation is verb plus expression with preposition. Run out of time. Whenever you get delayed, you use this phrase, I am running out of time, can you please speed up. Burst into tears. Children, you might have read the poem Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead. In that, the lady wept, she burst into tears at the end of the poem. The last type of collocation is verb plus an adverb. Speak softly. Children, when you are at the doctor or in your library, you speak softly, or else you will be disturbing others. Criticize harshly. Children, I have given you a few combinations. They are frequently used. There are some more types of combinations like adjective plus preposition, but we frequently find these words. Children, look at these words. Do the pairs collocate? Look at that. Just at the start of the session, I have shown you tea. Is it a strong tea or a powerful tea? What do you say? We say strong tea, don't we? Children, though these words have a similar meaning, they don't collocate, and there are few more examples. Tall tree, we don't say high tree, though we are talking about the height. They are tall. How tall are you? We don't say how height are you. Next, heavy rain, there was heavy rain. It's not weighty rain, right? Rich taste, we don't say deep taste. I made a big mistake, we don't say large mistake. We had great fun at the Wonderla, we don't say big fun. Children, I hope you got a very clear idea what are collocations. Children, have a look at a passage given in front of you. I just want you to identify few collocations in the passage. I will read it for you. I met Ravi 10 years ago. We became friends almost immediately because we had so much in common. He has a very outgoing personality. I have never seen him lose his temper. We don't keep in touch so regularly these days because he has a very demanding job. So we try to have a chat when we can so that we can catch up someday. Children, write down the words whatever you think are collocating in the passage. Have you done it? Yes. Now let's have a look at it. Yes, children, these are the collocations used in this passage. We became friends. We had so much in common, means having something in common. Outgoing personality. Lose his temper. We say lose temper, isn't it? Next, keep in touch. Demanding job. Have a chat. Catch up. Children, I hope you have identified the same collocations in your notes. Children, let's do another exercise. Match the right collocations which are given on your left to the words which are on your right. Look at the word sweet, children. Let me see whether you could collocate the word sweet with the right word. Does sweet collocate with cold? Do we say sweet cold? No. Do we say sweet task? No. We say sweet memories, don't we? Yes. So we say sweet memories. So the word sweet matches with memories. Children, we have some more words, ugly and difficult. Please try to collocate these words. Let me help you out with another word, difficult. Children, in your math, you might have come across this collocation, this pair number of times. We say difficult problem. Sir, this problem is very difficult. It's difficult to answer. So, it's a difficult problem, isn't it? It's a difficult situation. Funny noise. Okay, children, I hope you have given the right collocation. So, let us see one by one, and just I wanted you all to cross check whether you have given the right pairs. Yes, sweet memories, sweet dream, sweet smell. Children, rose has a sweet smell. Ugly noise, ugly consequences, ugly face. Children, if at all you come across someone who has a very ugly face, you say he has an ugly face. Let us look at another combination. Difficult problem, difficult situation, difficult choice. Whenever you come across a situation which is very difficult to opt, you say a difficult choice. Funny story, funny noise, funny idea. Children, whenever you find something very funny, a situation very funny, a story very funny, a joke very funny, children, you say this, it's really a funny joke. My teacher was telling me a funny joke. And the last one, ordinary, you say ordinary people, ordinary clothes, ordinary performance. Children, you have seen the combinations. Now, I want you to write down the combinations in a sentence. I hope you have done it. Let's have a look at few sentences. Sweet. As I said, sweet memories, sweet dream, sweet smell. I have given them in a sentence. Just have a look at them, children. My grandpa has many sweet memories linked to this place. Children, in your childhood, you might have some memories linked up, don't you? So, when you go back, you become nostalgic, don't you? So, you have so many sweet memories linked to that place and you become nostalgic. Let us have a look at the next sentence, children. I had a sweet dream yesterday. Difficult. It's a difficult problem to solve. Mohan faced a difficult situation yesterday. It's a difficult choice, but I have got to decide which job is better. You can add up some more sentences to these, children. Let me show you few more sentences. Funny. We were listening to a funny story narrated by our teacher. The washing machine is making a funny noise. You call a person who repairs it, don't you? He's got some funny ideas about how to bring up children. Children, I think now you have understood the concept very well. Children, can a word be both a noun and a verb? Can you give me some examples where a word could be both a noun and a verb? Is it possible? Let's have a look at in this session. Children, in your second unit, you might have come across this word board. Yes, you are right, and that is in Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist was brought in front of the board, and do you think he understood what a board meant? No. For him, a board could be a blackboard or a piece of wood. That is the reason Oliver couldn't understand what a board meant, and when Bumble asked him to bow to the board, and what the board was exactly, it was a group of members of an organization, the decision making crew, I could say, okay, and he was asked to bow in front of the board. A board could also mean an organization, and a board could also mean the stage in a theater. Children, have you gone to a theater? And the last meaning could be meals provided during the stay in a hotel. Good. I hope you have guessed the meanings of the word board. Okay? Yes. Now let us see the word board as a verb. Yes. It could be to get on a plane or a bus. Children, every day you board the bus, don't we? So, I boarded the bus. When did you board the bus? I boarded in the right time. I boarded at 5 o'clock. To pay to eat meals and sleep in someone's house, meals as well as to stay, and that is called boarding. And to arrange for a pet animal temporarily. Children, I hope you have understood that a word can be a noun as well as a verb. Let me show you some more examples. Children, when you look at the picture, I think you can guess what the word could be. You are right. Swim. As a noun, it meant an act of swimming. Can you give me a sentence, children? Very good. Let's go for a swim. Children, swimming is a very good exercise, I should say. Let me use the word swim as a verb, and what could be its meaning? Swim as a verb could be to move through water by making movements with your arms and legs. Children, I think most of you know swimming and you use your limbs, isn't it? And you swim. I swim every day. Children, if you just observe the sentence carefully, let's go for a swim. The word swim is used in object place, and in the second sentence it is used just next to the subject, that is, I swim every day, and here swim is taking the place of a verb, and that is how a word can be a noun as well as a verb. Shall we have another word, children? Yes. Children, if you look at the picture, what do you think the word could be? Any guesses? Yes, it's a play. Play as a noun could mean a dramatic composition. Let me use it in a sentence. I watched Shakespeare's play at the theatre yesterday. Children, have you watched any plays? Let me use the word play as a verb. Let's see what's the meaning of it. Wow! And you look at the picture and you get excited, don't you? Right, that's cricket. So, you play cricket, don't you? I think most of the boys love cricket. Play as a verb, to engage or take part in a sport or a game. I play cricket every evening. Do you play cricket every day? I hope you play cricket every day, children. I hope you have understood that a word could be a noun as well as a verb. It could take a different part of speech. Guess the meanings of the word present from the passage. Let me read the passage for you, children. Last Sunday, I attended Larry's birthday party. All her family members and friends were present there. In the beginning of the party, Larry's family presented Miss Mrunalini Gupta, the world #1 Kathak artist at present. Miss Gupta did present a scintillating show. I enjoyed the party a lot. At the end, I gave Lahari a marvelous present. I think you have noticed that the word presented was repeated 5 times, and I want you to write down the meanings of the words in your notebooks. The first word in the context is attended. All her family members and friends were present there, means they attended the party. In the second context, you see Larry's father presented Miss Mrunalini Gupta. So, what did Larry's father do? Larry's father introduced Miss Mrunalini Gupta, and the next word present could mean the word #1 Kathak artist at present. At present means now. Miss Gupta did present a scintillating show. It meant she performed a scintillating show. And the last word, I think most of you have written correct, because It's the one which we always receive on our birthdays, and that is nothing but a gift. I gave Larry a marvelous gift. Children, I think all of you have written the right answers. Children, now let us move on to the grammar element in your unit. Look at the picture, children. What would you do to get yourself to sleep? Just look at the picture. As a child, I used to count sheep to get myself to sleep. What do? I think most of you in your villages, those who sleep outside in the open, would count the stars, and the children, those who are very good at reading books, would read books and put yourself to sleep, don't you? Look at the picture, children. The lady is trying to say that she used to have very long hair. So, the person doesn't have long hair at present. I hope you could understand what the word used to meant. Look at another picture, children. I work in a factory. I work in a supermarket. I used to work in a factory. This person used to work in a factory earlier, but now he is working in a supermarket. Let me explain you with a small illustration, children. In the past, he used to work in a factory. So, here the word used to meant something which you do in the past, and he works in a supermarket, and at present he is working in a supermarket. Children, I hope you have understood the usage of used to and would. Yes, you are right. Used to could be of something you do in the past. Observe the following sentences, children. I used to have this terrible nightmare. I would receive caning every week. When did Hafiz contractor have nightmares, children? In the past. When did Hafiz receive caning? I would receive caning every week. So, he received caning earlier, but now does he? No, he is a famous contractor. Does he receive any caning? No. Children, let me show you the structure of the words used to and would. You can use the pronouns I, you, we, they, he, she and it with used to, with the verbs be, work, have, play. I used to work in the factory. I used to have a car. Children, when you use would, you don't use would with state verbs. You use it only with habitual actions. I would work, I would sing, I would play. I think you have understood the usage of used to and would. Now, let me show you similar expressions from the text which has used to and would. I used to have this terrible nightmare. I used to be interested in games. I used to be a very good sportsman. I would copy in class during exams. I would try to get hold of examination paper. Children, I think the concept of used to and would is very clear. Now it's time I give you some home assignment. Tell your friends what you did normally when you were in class 7th. Write down the activities you did before Corona and are not continuing anymore. Remember, children, earlier you used to play in crowded parks or public places, and now you don't. Remember, note down all the activities which you don't continue anymore. I hope you have understood the concepts well, children. Let's meet in the next session. Thank you.
ఆ చదువులమ్మ నేరుగా ప్రతి ఇంటి గడప చేరగా మీ భవితకే భరోసా దూరదర్శన్ వేదికగా ప్రభుత్వ సహకారాలే ఉండగా హాయిగా మన చదువులు షురు. అదే డిజిటల్ గురు, అదే డిజిటల్ గురు.
Hello dear students, welcome to Biological Science Digital class. Dear students, in our previous session we have learnt about the definition of resources, that is natural resources. We have also learnt about the types of resources. We divided the resources into renewable and non-renewable types, and then we have also studied to an extent different types of resources like forest, biodiversity, soil, minerals, etc. Now in today's session we will try to understand that if the resources are not utilized properly, if they are exploited, if the resources are not tapped properly, then how human beings' lives get affected, their livelihood gets affected with the help of case studies. So first, once again let us try to look at the definition of natural resources. The materials or substances occurring in nature which are exploited for economic gains are called as natural resources. So examples, as you can see, forest, water, flora, fauna. Now as I mentioned that we are going to study about a case study of some of the villages. So the two villages that we are going to talk about